Writer's Way Solutions presents Two Women, One Man, a love divided by secrets and culture. From America to Africa, The Other Wife by Wanda Arrington-Akorede explores love's power and the pain of deception, all while navigating the differences that shape who we are. Join Amy Clark on Writer's Way Solutions for a journey of passion, heartbreak, and identity.
This is Amy Clark, and I'm so excited to have you here today. So, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a stream. So, now, before we dive in, let me know. I'll be reading your responses throughout the stream. So, today we're going to talk about this amazing book titled The Other Wife. So we have this beautiful author. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm very good, thank you.
Perfect. So can you just introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Wanda Arrington-Akorede, and I'm the author of The Other Wife.
And can you tell us about the background about yourself and how or what led you to become a writer?
I've been writing most of my life. As a teenager, I used to write poetry and I used to write short stories. And as I got older, I started to write journals so that I could keep up with my life as I was getting older. And I have a master's degree in counseling psychology. And I also have worked for many years as a counselor, giving people advice on their life struggles and giving them ways to overcome some of the problems in their life. And what led me to become a writer was I had so much to talk about. I had so many different experiences in my life, and I've always been creative. I used to sing, I used to dance, I used to do things that, as a kid, I took dancing, and I've always been a singer. I've always been a singer. I've sang with a band. I've done, a lot of things. I've done a little. Not very into sports or anything, but I do follow the sports. I became a writer because the world was changing around me, and I wanted to make sure I kept up with it by jotting down anything new or important or exciting that I became a part of or I experienced in some way.
And you're not just beautiful, but you're such a very talented, multiple talented woman, in fact.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I just want to check here, let's say, our audience, okay? So technically they're chit-chat here and, they're really curious about your book, The Other Wife, because for sure there's a lot of listeners out there that are very curious about it and also can relate. The book is very relatable. Even me, I can relate on the book.
It's about relationships.
Exactly.
It's about relationships
Now,
and honesty.
Exactly. So, can you give us a brief summary of your book?
Well, what I left out about my background is that I'm a world traveler. I started traveling in my 20s, and I've been to so many countries, and that also gave me a lot of food for thought, a lot to put down in writing. The Other Wife came from that. The Other Wife is the story of an American woman who meets and marries a Nigerian, and she goes to Nigeria to live with him, only to find out he's already got a wife. And he wasn't honest about it. He could have told her up front before she took that trip across the world, but he didn't. He was afraid he would lose her. So in
Mm-hmm.
not doing that, not telling her, the way she found out was traumatic, very traumatic. But she was a fighter, and she stayed married to him because later on, she found out that she was expecting his child, and she
Mm-hmm.
didn't want the child not to know who the father was. So the other wife is based on factual experience of my life, what
Mm-hmm.
really happened, and it was just fiction. I fictionalized it to protect my children and family members.
Mm-hmm. And I see some great comments coming in, and in fact, joining us, physical bookstore owners, also those book
Mhm.
enthusiasts, book buyers, and book readers. All right.
Mhm.
And in fact, they are enjoying because, of the content of the book. And they said that nowadays it's very, I can say, the popular, mostly experience those guys or their relationship was
Yes.
failing because of their partners are actually their womanizer.
Well,
If,
but in this case, the main character, Janice, who is the
mhm,
American woman, was didn't have a clue. She met him. Femi. He was her first love, the first man she ever wanted to marry. Instead of him to tell her the truth that he had a wife, he didn't.
mhm.
He kept that to himself. So when
Oh.
she found out, the other wife, as she was shocked as well. It's a triangle between Janice, Femi, and Lola. And Lola, when she found out he married an American woman, she didn't know what to do.
Mhm.
She couldn't figure out why would he do this to her. So it is a lot. It is a
Mm.
triangle, and it gets to the point when they all finally meet up.
And they're
So the
asking
book is
Wanda, is this if this a series of book?
it is right now. There's a sequel to The Other Wife called Difficult Choices, and it was because the man had to make a difficult choice. He had to choose between the two women and decide which one he was going to stay with. The third book, Agree to Disagree, based on the African culture and polygamy and how the women tend to agree to stay in a relationship with a man who has more than one wife
Mm.
rather than disagree with him and lose her
Mhm.
spot. Because a lot of times the women were being taken care of by the husband, and then the children were there. And
Mhm.
in most cases, most of the African women were very aware that their husband
Mhm.
was having more than one wife.
Oh yeah.
But like I
So
said, hmm
now, what I want to hear from you, because they really wanted to know, what is the themes or what is the message do you hope readers take away from it?
the message is honesty, the importance of honesty in a
Oh,
relationship, truth
true.
and honesty. Because
Exactly.
what's the purpose of lying if you're going to get caught? What's the purpose? And a relationship that's built on lies is not
Mm,
going to last. It is not going to
exactly.
last. So, the importance of honesty and trust in relationships and marriage.
Hmm.
That's what I want the reader would take from it. How important it is, especially men. Men read
Exactly.
the book too. And the men who I've spoken to who have read the book couldn't believe what I wrote. They were like, oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You basically exposed us.
Because
you know?
if
Hmm.
your relationship is already toxic, and if you are
Hmm.
unhappy or if you're no longer happy with a
Hmm.
relationship, it's
Hmm.
better to tell to that person directly that I want
Exactly.
to quit to stop this relationship than you are keep
Exactly.
on lying, to that
Exactly.
person, and it
But
would
a
be
lot of
unfair.
women are a lot of women are so in love that they put blinders on to what the
Mhm.
men do to them rather than standing up to them, questioning what they're doing, asking them, why do you stay out all night? Why do you smell like perfume? They put blinders on and they say, oh, hi, honey, and then just go to bed and forget about things. No, you have to ask the questions. Make
Yeah.
him talk.
True.
Make him talk. Make him say what he's doing. So you'll be aware of what you have and not stay in a relationship that is detrimental to you and your children.
Exactly, because Wanda, love is not about how many days, months, or years you have been together. It's all about
Okay.
how much you love each other every single day.
hmm
But
And it's not just about love, it's about respect.
respect, correct,
Gotta have
exactly.
that respect for that partner.
You know,
hmm
because if you have that respect, then technically you love that person,
hmm
right?
hmm
So, does this book reflect any personal experiences or beliefs?
Yeah, it did. It
Hmm.
reflected my personal experience. I basically told what my story was without using the names of the actual people involved to let the readers know that this is a foreign woman
Hmm.
who polygamy is not part of her culture, and how she had to understand that her husband was committing bigamy. It was difficult for her to even, because in her country, most relationships are, it's just a man and a woman, not a man and two women. But in his country, even though this, my main character's father in this book did not
Hmm.
have another
Hmm.
wife, he was never taught to do that, but he was following in the footsteps basically of his brother in law who
Hmm.
had taken another wife over his sister. So
And what do you love most about being an author?
and having the ability to be creative and put out the words that are in my head and heart into writing so that others can enjoy them. That is
Exactly.
what I love about being an author.
Yes, you were
I
able
want
to
people to
share.
read my story, to read whatever I write and
Hmm.
enjoy, get the same joy that out of it that I got writing it.
Exactly, because if they are going to read the book, at least the
hmm
book that you wrote, they can get a lesson from it. At the end
They
of the
will, and
day,
I've written a lot of books, and
hmm
this one was my first attempt at a novel, and it turned out to be the best.
oh yeah, for sure. And in fact, there's
Because
a
I
lot
wrote
of
it without,
reaction
yeah,
right now.
I just wrote it without any feeling. I just let it out. I just
Correct.
kept writing it, right, and it didn't take me long to write the book. I actually
Oh,
completed the manuscript in 6 months.
oh wow. Because some
hmm
other authors, they it took like a year or more than that on writing the book, but
hmm
yours is for just 6 months.
6 months, yeah,
You wrote the manuscript. Now,
I did.
they're asking here about where are you? Let's say, do you have website, a social media account for the book?
I do. I plan to create the website, the blog,
Mm,
only if there's an interest in people talking out
mm-hmm.
their own issues with multiple relationships. I mean, I've thought about a blog. I just have to set it up and do it. But
Mm.
creating a website, yes,
Oh yeah, sure.
that is what I want. I right now I'm active on Facebook.
Okay.
Most of my followers on Facebook are aware that I'm an author, and I have about over 2,000 plus
Oh,
followers.
okay.
And so I feel Instagram as well. I'm also on Instagram. And a lot of people follow me because I travel frequently and I've been back and forth to Nigeria.
Oh. Now, I just want to ask is, are you aiming for a commercial success?
It was more of a personal fulfillment. I would like a commercial success, of course. That you want to earn from what you write because writing is a profession.
Mm.
But It was more of that book was more of a personal fulfillment. I just kind of wanted to get the story out because I
Mhm.
know I was not alone
Mhm.
in this. I know there were a lot of women that are going through the same thing.
Mhm.
And it doesn't matter what country the man comes from.
Mhm.
Just you being a foreigner in their country is what made the difference.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And now, what I can say is that, you're such a wonderful author. You love to share your story to your audience, and I salute you for that. And just to let you know, guys, that Wanda is a very good advisor. So,
Hmm.
I'm just being thankful that I was able to talk with Wanda. She's the woman that I am looked up. I'm looking up as of this time. I looked up on her. I admire her, because she's not just a beautiful woman, but she's also a smart woman. And yes, Wanda, do you have any final message to your readers, book buyers, those physical bookstore owners, and librarians?
My final message would be, first of all, The Other Wife is the first book, but I have several other books that are completed, and they hopefully will be released soon to the market, and you'll be able to, the reader will be able to enjoy the variety of the work that I produce. They can find my book on Amazon right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Amazon. If they just Google it, you will find me just with my name. I believe that I want to market the book more. I want to be able to get it out to the public this time. The first time I released it, I didn't do it. This time I will, because I think the story is current. It doesn't have an age to it. Everybody goes through this type of problem.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. So it's like opportunity for the reader to delve into a multicultural, fictional, romantic fiction novel and learn a lot about culture, differences in culture, and how much a person will do to maintain their relationship,
Mm-hmm.
even at the cost of their own happiness.
Very well
That's
said.
my message.
Thank you for that wonderful message to your audiences. So now I
Thank
would
you.
like to say a huge thanks to you, Wanda, for joining
Hmm.
us today, and to all the listeners that tuning in right now. Don't forget to follow, subscribe our Spotify account. That would be Writers Way
Yes,
Solutions. Thank you so much,
and
Wanda.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for inviting me for the interview. And I'm
My
glad
pleasure.
to share anything about my other works of fiction and
Hmm.
nonfiction
Hmm.
in the future.